Passover 2025. Starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, welcome to Atlanta. Crisis Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025. Starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the Black Party that's going to have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hunter.
Our great and holy King have honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. That's right. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, do we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're...
Hey, Shalom. What's going on with you, AHDAYAR?
Hey, Shalom, priest. Y'all about your stuff. What's going on, man? We too up over here.
I'm too up. All right, we got a. What are we doing right now? We live streaming. We got a bunch of things to talk about. All right. This is the Rise podcast. We're here. It's me and Officer AHDAYAR from Montreal. How you been?
We've been all right, man. You understand? It's been cold over here. Snowstorm. We had a snowstorm last week. Now we about to have another one tomorrow. You understand? So we under the snow, man.
Yeah, Toronto's going through it right now. The other day, the snow came, and this is like 2 days ago, or what was it? Yeah, it had to be like 2 days ago. That snow came, and the amount of snow that came, these kids, they had a day off from school. And I thought about it. If these kids got some shovels and a bag of salt, threw that in a wagon, right? They could damn near charge $30 to $40 per driveway. Right? You get four young men. That's $10 a driveway. They do like 5 of them in a couple hours, and that's everyone's gonna walk away with $50 each. Right? So yeah, it's definitely a lot of snow.
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been crazy too over here. I mean, usually I go, you know what I'm saying, if I'm late for my slavery, I take the Uber. Usually it costs like $14, you know what I'm saying, for the trip. I tried that this Friday that just passed. It was $40, man.
Good night. That's the whole shift. Damn near the whole shift. They taking half your shift just to get to the shift.
Good. Man, it was hell.
Yeah, that's definitely hell. And speaking of cold, you know it's cold in Canada, but no one is more cold-hearted than the oppressor, right? And that's one of the topics we're going to get into today. The oppressor being cold-hearted and his brutality, right? And listen, they think Canada is, I don't know what they think about Canada, but Canada is just as brutal and racist to the children of Israel as everywhere else. There's no difference. The region of the land doesn't change the oppressor's heart, right? His heart hates Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And we got a clip, like, Officer ZABADYAH, I think you're the one that posted this clip on social media, and it's getting reacted to, and we're definitely going to have to react to this, right? And for those of y'all that haven't aren't familiar with either one of these channels, ISUPK Toronto or Montreal, we definitely got good content on ISUPK Toronto and Montreal via any social media platform that we're on, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Elon Musk's racist app X, right? We got definitely good content that you should go. If you are watching right now, definitely hit the like button. Right. Make sure you thumb up the video, subscribe. AHDAYAR, can you hear me? I'm breaking up a little. I'm having difficulty.
You kind of in the matrix a little bit, but you too wild right now.
All right, y'all are gonna have to bear with me. Right, so this is Montreal's TikTok. You can see it got a lot of content. Right, we got our brother Barack Allah. Shout out whoever's doing these flyers, because these flyers are ooh-wee. All right, so we got a clip that we're gonna watch. Right, and 1 second. All right, so I'm gonna leave that there, right? I'm gonna leave it playing so you can see it.
Yeah.
Right, so we got that in the background right there. Are you seeing this?
Yeah,
I know you're seeing this just like I'm seeing this.
God. This is like the sign of evil. Like, this is the face of evil.
This is horrible.
Yeah. And so like a priest, if you allow me,
right?
Like, today, people, you know what I'm saying, even the more that these people do wrong to us, the more that they oppress us, the more that they kill us, and it is a sad thing to see our people saying they need to be saved. You know what I'm saying? While he's doing this to that brother, to that native, you know what I'm saying, native brother, they're saying he needs to be saved, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about the Christians, don't care about that native brother, you know what I'm saying, in the ground, you know what I'm saying, on the snow, in the cold. They care about the oppressor that's stepping over him, man. He needs to be saved as well. So like it.
No sweat. It's good night. Like, man, and this is what they try to tell us, right? They try to tell us that we have to love our oppressors. When I'm gonna go back to this video so you can see it, this brother is in the cold, in the snow up north. Now, this is not Toronto cold, and this is not Montreal cold. This is a whole nother cold that they're dealing with, right? Up north it's extremely cold. So this brother is in the cold, handcuffed on his back, and a police officer weight on his stomach and trying to act like it's nothing. And that's what we're seeing. And they want us to love. Like, how can you love a beast like this?
Right.
Right. What we're finding out is Martin Luther King's failed experiment. Good night. It's definitely exactly what it is. A failed experiment.
Come on. All
right. So Salaki, 1 second. Let me go back to that clip so y'all could just see it one more time. I'm gonna play it for you so you can hear this brother screaming. If that isn't monstrous, I have no idea what being a monster is, right?
Uh-huh.
Because this brother is going through it right now. How do I get
And Salakia, I don't know if you picked it properly.
yeah, if you have anything else you want to add.
Yeah. If you look at properly, there's another police officer right behind the car. I don't know if he's tasing him or something, but he's right behind the car. If you look at pretty good, there's another hand like right by the car right there. You see it?
Khan.
I don't know if that brother is giving.
Khan, yeah, you can see it. He's tasing him.
Yeah, good night.
So that is torture. Good night. And notice you haven't seen any Christians speaking up about this. Right? You haven't seen any Christians speak up about this. You haven't seen damn near no one speaking up about this. They're worried about trade with Donald Trump. Right? You're gonna find something that's common, right? There is a term, Slovakia. Let me just get us right. There is a term that they call, I forgot exactly what it's called, but it's basically where police will go onto a reservation, find, or even in the town where Gadites are, where Native Americans are, our indigenous brothers and sisters, they will find them. It usually happens when it's like if they get called to a bar or they go to a bar, they'll find a brother or sister stumbling out of the bar, inebriated, right? They'd be intoxicated with alcohol, and they will arrest them for public, they call it public drunkenness, right? They'll arrest them for that, bring them into the wilderness miles away from the city, and leave them to walk back. And a lot of times, brothers and sisters freeze to death. I'm going to find the exact term what it's called exactly right now. I think it's called a moonwalk or twilight walk.
Yeah. They put them in the twilight zones. I like it. And Shalak, y'all, if I may,
it's horrible.
Like this oppressor that, you know what I'm saying, that's ruling this earth is so evil, and it is something evil for you Christians, you know what I'm saying, to not acknowledge this, not seeing it, not standing up against that oppression, not speaking against that oppression. You understand? When you go in the Bible, you know what I'm saying, Proverbs chapter 14, verse 31, it says, "He that oppresseth the poor reproacheth his maker." You know what I'm saying? These people have done nothing but oppress the poor ever since Columbus came in America, man. You understand? Meanwhile, you saying everybody should be saved, everybody can be saved. They've been oppressing the poor, you know what I'm saying? The poor Gadites now, those native Indians, they are part of the 12 tribes of Israel. They are the Gadites of the Bible, man. You understand? They've been oppressed ever since Columbus got, you understand, got in America, man. You reproach of God, you understand? You reproach of the Most High, you understand, by not speaking up against that oppression. And you are just as vile and as disgusting as these oppressors, you know what I'm saying, doing this, because you need to speak up. Just like the Bible said, you know what I'm saying, speak up for the widow, speak up for the oppressed, speak up for the fatherless, man. And this is the work that we're doing in the UPK, but you are not doing it, you understand, because basically the Christian church is the house of Satan, and the Christian church is nothing but the KKK in these guys, man. So like it.
Damn right. Like that's so heavy what you're saying, right? And I found the name of what they call it, right? So the Gadites call it the twilight or starlight tours. I'm just going to read a quick article real quick, right? Left to freeze by Canada police. Darrow Knight exposed their deadly starlight tours, right? It is definitely deadly. Imagine you're drunk or you're intoxicated, or maybe you're not intoxicated, but the police take you somewhere where it's -10, right? And a lot of times it's past -10. It's usually -30, especially in the night. All right. They'll let you walk in the wilderness in the cold without proper anything because they hate us, right? They hate us. I'm gonna keep reading real quick if you allow me, right here.
No.
Right, Cree Man now dead at 56. Right, helped reveal practice in which Saskatoon police drove indigenous people out of city and abandoned them in sub-zero temperatures.
Yeah.
All right, I just got to show you this one more time so you can see this is what our brothers and sisters have to go through, right? A beast, a snake. And how are you going to love this person? They keep telling us to love this person when they have no love for us. What are you going to do to make this type of person love you? I just don't understand it, AHDAYAR. And then what's sad is a lot of our brothers and sisters are weak because of this oppressor. And they believe that they have to love them, right? There was some brothers I think they were in Ohio, and they ran the KKK off the bridge in their town. Captain Tazariak just said the name of the town, but I got to find it. They understand that you cannot love this oppressor. This oppressor has no love for you. He's a beast. He's one of those people who, again, they don't care if you're young or old, male or female. They're going to abuse you. Like, you know what's crazy, AHDAYAR? A lot of our brothers and sisters don't realize this is a beast that it's like trying to convince a snake not to bite you. Like there's no way you're ever going to convince a snake that it should not eat you. So there we have it, right? And we do got another. We also got a couple more stories. AHDAYAR, what's going on in Montreal over there? How's Montreal been?
Yeah, Montreal has been, like a little bit quiet this year. Not as much as last year. You know, we're known for the, being the number one city in murder, the most violent city in Quebec. You understand? But it's been not so bad lately. But we're still under oppression. We're still, it's same old. Same old.
I understand that. I definitely understand that.
So like, what about
same old? Nothing has really changed.
Yeah, go. I was gonna say, what about on your side in Toronto?
Toronto, we've been experiencing a string of there's a trend right now of stolen cars. And young men stealing cars and breaking into jewelry shops. And listen, Toronto is filled with crime right now. And it's you can see the direct results of what's happening, right? Because I talk to the youth in damn near every day. And a young Hispanic brother told me the other day, listen, I tried to get a job in the mall in the neighborhood. And I applied so many times and I can't get a job.
Yeah.
And these brothers, the young brothers and sisters, they need jobs. But what's happening? All the employment, like the jobs that would go for the teens, are being filled up by adults. Simply because the economy is damn near bad if you're poor, right? And the cost of living has gone up. Like the rent and things is crazy expensive. Like what you pay for a shoebox, you should have 10 years ago been able to rent out a decent 3-bedroom apartment, right? So these youth, they're going to turn to crime. And that's what we're seeing happening in the city. They're turning to crime, right? And also, you got to think about it. The prime minister, he was giving away millions, billions, but there's no job for the youth. So that's how Toronto is right now. But aside from that, it's February 15th, The day after Valentine's Day. Good night. You want to get into the Valentine's Day or the Kendrick Lamar?
No, we could go into Valentine's since it's fresh, people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Somebody probably, you know what I'm saying, like a relationship probably ended, you know what I'm saying, like this morning. So let's get into it.
It ended. That relationship ended after they climaxed. As soon as they climaxed, it's over now. He's gone. He's not calling back. He got some box, and all it costed him was a box of chocolate. And $1 on the teddy bears. That. Right. So many of y'all know Valentine's has nothing to do with Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's a culture that dates back to the Romans, right? Now I've heard a few people say they're not celebrating Valentine's Day, and have you heard of Galentine's Day, AHDAYAR? So Galentine's Day is basically Valentine's Day, but only for females. Where females are. Yeah, I'm trying to get the whole definition. 1 second.
Damn, it's a like. I seen a picture on Facebook today where there's like 3 sisters, like, you know what I'm saying, all in love with each other, man. You know what I'm saying? Like almost half naked online. You know what I'm saying? Doing what that demonic thing they do. But yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read the definition of Galentine's Day. A day to leave husbands, boyfriends, and significant others at home and to gather with other women and to celebrate female friendships. Right. Damn. Right. So while these sisters are outside celebrating Galentine's Day yesterday, today they're scared again. They're afraid ICE, especially if you're in America, you're afraid ICE is coming to your house. Why? Because instead of having a black man in the house, you wanted Galentine's Day. Right? And that's not us saying we celebrate Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is a Roman festival that goes back to 2 wolves raising a boy and women walking down the street getting whipped in their back with dog skins until they bled, believing that it led to fertility. Right. And I wonder if sisters know this, right? If they start to understand what Valentine's Day is, are they still going to celebrate it? Or are they going to say they're doing it out of love? What you think?
For the heart. Like it's for the heart.
Yeah, they probably going to say they doing it for love. And Valentine's Day has nothing to do with love. Right. And so while we go into Valentine's Day, right, there's something I want to bring up. I want to show you. Listen, Drake, good night. One thing I'll tell you about this brother, he knows his audience and he knows who to market to. Hold up. Let me see if I can find this album cover. Hold up, AHDAYAR. Give me a second.
No sweat. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna find this album cover. All right, so I found it, right? Now, again, the way I look at Valentine's Day, and most people understand it, or if you're in the truth, you understand. Valentine's Day has nothing to do with us. It's a whole holiday, right? It's for hoes. It's for hoes, because women are basically telling you their worth by the gifts that you bring them. And Salakia, what we're realizing, and if you haven't found this out, a lot of women don't think they're worth anything. Because what does it cost to get her out of her underwear, out of her drawers, to get her pretzeled up in your bed? What does it cost? Mama, what you doing? That's my daughter. She listening. She in the background eating on them drums.
And Salakia, like, you know what I'm saying? Imagine a brother going broke over a woman that he has to share with somebody. That's some wild thing, man.
Yeah, that's the next part, right?
Yeah.
Like he thought he got a prize
God.
Because Friday night he was with her. when Thursday night, who was she with on Thursday night? That's the question, right? So again, Drake had a battle, which we're gonna get into eventually, right? He had a battle. He lost that battle, right? What else happened? Now he put out an album with a brother from Mississauga, Party Next Door. And this album is for the it's a album, it's about Tearing Fire. I'm gonna say it like that. It's an album for getting with a sister. Right? That's how I suggest any brother listen to this album. Make sure you listen to it with a woman, because it's not something that you're gonna be playing by yourself. Yeah, I'm back now. If y'all can hear me, you're not gonna be listening to this album driving and be like, yeah, let me throw on that something sexy for you. Like this. Good night. Pause. Right. So I want to show the album cover, AHDAYAR. I'm not sure. AHDAYAR, did you get a chance to listen to it or see?
I'm probably gonna do that. Probably gonna do that today. But I know Party Next Door. He does a lot of good music though. You know what I'm saying? He has a couple good songs.
Yeah, the album. But I'm gonna say for what it is, the album's exactly what you would expect.
Okay.
Right? Hold on a second. Let's see if I can get this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of this one. I want to open this up in new tab. Bear with me a second. Yeah, that album is exactly what you would expect from it. All right, let me see if this will work. Bear with me with the freezing. If I am freezing, I need y'all to bear with me for a quick second. All right, how does that look on the screen? Oh, that looks pretty small. All right, so that should look a little better, right? So what you're looking at is this Drake Party Next Door album cover. They released it on Valentine's Day. I just told you that Valentine's Day is a holiday for hoes, where women are going to get with a man based on the gifts that they get. And usually them gifts is, listen, I don't know. Usually most men are going to spend they're spending less than $100 on gifts. I'm going to say less than $50. Right, you get a couple roses, maybe 2 or 3 $9 roses, a box of chocolate, a Dollarama card, a Dollarama teddy bear, and she thinks you love her now. She thinking he loves me because he's giving me nonsense to get me. So listen, sisters, he's giving you nonsense for the box. He wants to sleep with you. That's why he's giving you the gifts. And you notice he didn't text you yet, right? Did he text you back? He didn't text you back yet. Sunday's going to come and he's still not going to text you back. By Monday, you're going to be pissed off and ready to throw a brick through his car if you could find the brother. So you're not going to find that brother because it was just... AHDAYAR, you were saying something?
No, go ahead. I'll say it after you're done. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, no, you're too wild. I was just gonna say, like, a lot of these brothers are running away from these sisters because it's not. They were there for one thing, right? They weren't there to marry the sister or have a long relationship with the sister. They were there for sex. Okay. That's what happens on Valentine's Day. You get sweet talked if you're a sister, you have sex with a man and he leaves you and you never see him again. Or you see him again and this time he's with one of your friends and now you're even more mad. Or you see him again and you're with his friend because you didn't love him anyways. And that's it, right? But back to this album. Drake dropped it, right? These buildings right here are called the Monroe Buildings. Famous for a 304. right? And listen, y'all sisters think y'all are 304s. Y'all are not nothing compared to the biggest 304 in the world, which is the Caucasian woman. You're not compared to her, right? She knows how to 304 it up better than any of y'all would do, right? Y'all are trying to 304 to get little trinkets, and she gonna 304 it up to get with a president. And that's who these buildings are based off of. Actually, I want to see if I can find a picture of this woman. Right, so AHDAYAR, you got it real quick while I try to find a picture of this woman.
Yeah, I just wanted to insert as well, like two things. Like the first thing is, like, most of you sisters, you understand that you thought that the gift that you received yesterday was something amazing, and meanwhile he didn't call you, you understand, the next day, but he's giving that same gift to another woman. You understand? You're not the only one. So like, yeah. And also, like what you just said is powerful, priest, because the number one of 304s are the, you know what I'm saying, the Edomites, you know what I'm saying, the so-called German shepherds. But the thing is, they have no shame in their game. You ashamed of your game as a black sister, you understand? You don't want people to know that you're a hoe, You understand why? Because you know it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know it's not your culture. Meanwhile, the oppressor, you know what I'm saying, woman, she has no problem saying, well, you know what? Outside of y'all, she's gonna have sex with 1,000 men today. She has no shame saying that. You hide it. You feel shame. You hide your shame because why? Because you know it is wrong. You know it is not your culture, man. You know what I'm saying? You are better than that. You are better than these oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Oppressor that's having sex with 1,000 men, 5,000 men, 6,000 men. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, they want to beat the record nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I seen one that said 1,000 men wasn't enough. I'm gonna go beat my own record, man. You know what I'm saying? They have no shame in it. But you know it's wrong to do. You know that is something disgusting to do, man. Lucky.
Yeah, it's definitely something disgusting. I seen a Caucasian woman say she slept with damn near 1,000 men in a day. Yeah. And you could see that when she said it, like this came on social media a while back. You could see that when she said it, she looked damn near disgusted with herself, but damn near proud of herself at the same time. And I just don't know, what you're saying is heavy. They're trying to push that sexy red on us, right? Because she's a sister that acts like she's proud of it, but the average sister is not proud of being a 304. She wants to hide it. She doesn't want you to know. She wants to act like yeah, I'm doing this, but don't talk about it.
Exactly.
Right. So earlier we showed you the Drake album cover, and we showed you those buildings, right? Those buildings are the Monroe Towers. This Caucasian woman that I showed you right now, this is Marilyn Monroe. Right? 1 second. Let me get. She was born in 1926. She passed away 1962, right? So this is between 1926 to the 60s. And look at her. No shame in her game. She just doing what she do. Right? She walked over those grills that are on the ground or in the sidewalk, they usually blowing up air. She walked over it, blew up her dress, and she tried to, it's like she's fake trying to hide it. This is the picture that they took of her, and it's world famous, right? Those towers that we're watching or looking at in the Drake video are famous, AHDAYAR. Do you know what they're famous for? AHDAYAR definitely doesn't know what they're famous for.
Yeah,
but if you grew up in the GTA, you know what they're famous for. No, okay. No, women like her work in those. Okay, that's a residential building, but for women like her, that's the headquarters. That's the office. If you get my drift, right?
Yeah.
That is a flesh selling building. Both those towers, and that's why I said Drake knows exactly. Okay, so for Party Next Door, this is their CN Tower, right? That's how iconic the building is for them. So I can see Party Next Door doing a picture for an album cover in front of this building, just like many Mississauga rappers do, right? But at the same time, when you listen to the album and you find out it's about 304s or hoes, it makes sense why they went and took a picture in front of this building. So that's what I wanted to show you, AHDAYAR. Good night. And it's also to show you, sisters, like, yo, sometimes y'all gotta look at what you're being fed. Right? You think you're just being fed good music. Now the music ain't too bad, right? But a brother like myself and AHDAYAR, we're not gonna let the music influence us to change who we are. Right? But for many brothers and sisters, they're gonna listen to this album or just like many other music artists that they listen to, and they get influenced by it. They definitely get influenced by it. So that's what I wanted to show you, AHDAYAR. This is Marilyn Monroe. She's a 304. She's damn near one of the most famous 304s to date, right? Like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion got nothing on this woman. Kim Kardashian this is who Kim Kardashian looks up to.
Right.
This woman was sleeping with presidents.
I believe that singer too, that discussed
y'all doing it for that.
I was gonna say that. What's her name? Madonna. Yeah, Madonna. She looks up to her too.
Madonna.
God.
Yeah, this is the Madonna. This is the Madonna of their time.
God.
Right? You just think about it. You ask any 304 that you see about Marilyn Monroe, and they'll be able to tell you her biography, because that is she's their queen. She's their leader. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of this right quick. I'm gonna go back to this Drake. Hold up. I'm gonna go back to this Drake and Party. Let me get to it. Where is that? Right here. Right. So yeah, they basically made an album for hoes. He even says it. He has a song on the. And this is crazy. I want to find the lyrics, AHDAYAR. Like, I gotta find the lyrics to this. Hold up.
But how would you rate it, though? Is it good? The album, is it good or is it bad?
Musically, I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. Musically, it has a 1-2 like actual good songs on there. I really think Drake needs to not stop rapping, but take a little time off to recalibrate, because he sounds like he's running out of lyrics right now. And not because he's not musically talented, just because he's putting out so much music. And sometimes you need to take a break and live life again, get some more experiences, and then you'll have more things to rap about or sing about, however he wants to give it up, right?
Okay.
But hold up. I'm trying to hold up. There is a song in here. Okay, it's not the Give Me a Hug. Maybe it's a Nokia. But basically, in the song, he basically says, "Where the hoes at?" I'm gonna try and find this lyric because I want to show you exactly how he feels about sisters, right? And it's not just necessarily sisters. I'm gonna find it. If you could bear with me for a second.
No sweat.
Right, but again, this is whole music. I would not listen to this by myself. Just listen to it with a female, right? Like, you know how. Okay, I'm gonna say it like this. You know how R&B is for baby making?
God.
That's what this album's for. This album is for tearing fire. You go in the room, you turn this on with your rib, and listen, you're gonna replenish the nation in no time. Salak, you know what I'm saying? Like that. But just know, like, if you get with a sister, right, you should keep her. You have to keep her. Don't think it's just a one night thing.
And also, like, yeah, and also don't forget to go and follow IHPK Toronto on all social media pages. On Facebook, it's IHPK Canada. Don't forget to follow IHPK Montreal as well. You know what I'm saying? On all social media platforms. And for those that speak Creole, you know what I'm saying? We have IHPK 80, IET, AYITI. You understand? We have good content in it, on them, you understand? So come and follow, like, and don't forget to comment, man. And don't forget to share. All right. And we back with the, you know what I'm saying, with the Rise podcast as well. We back, you understand? And then we about to, you know what I'm saying, show you everything that's happening, you know what I'm saying? The actuality of life, you know what I'm saying, and how it correlates, you know what I'm saying, to the Bible and your life today. You understand? It's time for you to rise, black man, black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man and woman, man. You understand? And come in the UPK, man. You understand? We have IHPK Toronto with Officers of ZABADYAH. You understand? IHPK Montreal with myself. You understand? Come in the school, man, and let's do something different. All right?
Damn right. Damn right. All right. I'm having trouble finding these lyrics. I'm not even going to waste any more time trying to find it. Right. But what Drake is saying in this song is basically like he's at the party and there's some hoes in the party. And he says, I ain't calling you a hoe, but I'm just saying the things they say about you. Listen, that's what happens for you sisters, man. Some of y'all don't understand, right? And this is something I understood as a young man, right? Growing up, there would be sisters in your community that you want to talk to. If they don't want to talk to you, they'll have some excuse because you are from the neighborhood. And it's like, all right. But then they go to other neighborhoods and get with the brothers over there and think that what they're doing over there is not going to get out.
Right.
And this is a message for you brothers and sisters. No matter what you do, it usually comes out. Y'all sisters be thinking, nah, they're not going to know I'm a hoe. And then brothers meet up at a basketball park or at the game or wherever, or in the group chats, and the pictures and the things get exposed, and it's horrible. It's horrible. It doesn't pay to be a hoe.
Understand?
Good night.
Your reputation, you know what I'm saying, is like money nowadays for a woman, you know what I'm saying? And one thing that you're gonna realize, woman, you understand, is that in these last days, a man not gonna want to settle with somebody, you understand, that everybody could have or everybody done had. You understand? It's about to be critical out there. You understand? You want somebody that has your back. You understand? Completely has your back. You don't want somebody that, you understand, that has everybody's back. You understand? So respect yourself out there. You got it, please. You got it, please.
Hold up. I was trying to queue up our next topic.
Okay.
I was trying to queue up our next topic, right? So again, we talked about Drake. We talked about Valentine's Day. This is the first episode. We're not going to be on here for much longer, right? Well, this is the first episode that we're back. So we're not going to name it. We're not going to number it or nothing. It's just we're back. We'll be live streaming every Saturday, right, until further notice. And AHDAYAR, do you watch football?
Not so much. You know what I'm saying? The only football I know is soccer, man. So.
Right. I understand. I'm not saying Levite if you watch football. I should have known better.
I mean, they call it football, but y'all play with your hands. I mean, we don't get it. So,
yeah. The only part that touches the foot is when they kick it off or they're doing the punt for the extra point. I never understood why they called it football. It's just eat them beyond some next shit. They backwards, right? So halftime football happened. Shout out to Philly. I know all the brothers in Philly were rooting for their team, right? again, sports for us is just entertainment, so there's nothing wrong with watching sports. We don't get too invested in it, but again, it's just entertainment, right? And the halftime show happened. Now, Kendrick had a whole battle with Drake, right? And in my opinion, Kendrick, listen, he was clout chasing. Kendrick is a clout chaser. I don't understand this version of hip hop where it's cool to say you're a hater. I'm from that era of hip hop where you weren't allowed to be a hater. Like, man, good night. This version of hip hop, you could be a hater, you could be effeminate, and you could abuse drugs. The hip hop I come from, they weren't abusing drugs openly, outside of marijuana, which is a drug. That was a staple in hip hop, marijuana use, right? But you wouldn't see a rapper talking about he's popping pills or stuff like that. But this version of hip hop is different. You could be a hater. Well, Kendrick and Drake battled. The outcome is Drake lost the battle because he let up. He could have kept going and won, but he let up. I don't know why he let up. He needs this is what happens when you don't have a general over you. A wartime general that's going to tell you how to battle. God. Nigga, let Toronto down.
I mean,
yeah. But yeah, AHDAYAR. So they had a battle. Kendrick won the battle, and he was awarded the halftime show. And listen, there's mixed reviews on that halftime show. I'm not sure if you watched it. Some people said it was good. Some people said it was the worst. There was parts of it I liked. I think he could have did better as a performer because he should never have made the battle about Drake. Like at that halftime show, he should have never did any diss songs towards Drake or even bring up Drake. Right? I think that would have burned more. Because it's like everyone's watching because they think you're going to rap about Drake. But if you show, no, I don't have to rap about Drake. I could rap about all my other hits. It would have been better. I never heard Nas rap Ether live on stage ever. And that's the hip hop I come from. But that's a whole different thing, right? So why I brought this topic up, because y'all remember a few years back, Kendrick said, I'm an Israelite. Don't call me black no more.
Right.
And everyone's like, oh, yeah, he's an Israelite. He's pushing the truth. He's a revolutionary. So, AHDAYAR. That is like, it's disgusting to see them say a entertainer is a revolutionary.
Right.
Kendrick Lamar is not a revolutionary. Commanding General Yohana is.
All right.
Kendrick Lamar isn't. Right? And he don't give a damn about, like, it's crazy because he said, and I'm gonna let you have it in a second, but he said he's a revolutionary, he's an Israelite, and then when abortion came up, he started championing abortion. Well, how can you be an Israelite and a revolutionary, but you're okay with the unaliving of our babies and our children? It just doesn't make any sense.
God. What was that the part where he was saying like he was speaking about women's rights? I believe that was the last part.
God.
Yeah, nah. Just like I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying?
He put
So like, I'm gonna say like, you know what I'm saying, Captain Kazak Ahmad, you know what I'm saying, said rich man cannot be a revolutionary, man, because you know what I'm saying, they're not bothered by the problem of the poor. You know what I'm saying? The real revolutionaries, you know what I'm saying, they are poor. They are, you know what I'm saying, in your cities, in your ghettos, man. They are in the ISUPK and you overlook them, man. You think, you know what I'm saying, we are you know what I'm saying, like just some man, you know what I'm saying, opening the Bible and screaming in the corner. Meanwhile, we want a revolution, man. We want to separate from the oppressor and rule the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect a rich man, you know what I'm saying, to be a revolutionary, you know what I'm saying, and have, you know what I'm saying, black people, you know what I'm saying, thoughts and mind and hearts. You understand? Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. Kendrick Lamar don't give a damn about, you understand, the poor. And just like we're saying, and just like you're saying, Officer ZABADYAH, he doesn't give a damn about, you know what I'm saying, those babies, you know what I'm saying, that are being killed, man. So like it.
Nah, you ain't lying. What you're saying is heavy. He don't give a damn. And what we're finding out is, if you don't know, entertainers aren't revolutionaries. They're never going to be a revolutionary. He don't give a damn about nothing like that. Because if he did, he would have never made the Super Bowl about Drake. He would have made it about us, right? Now they're saying if you watch the Super Bowl, I'm not sure if you watched on the halftime show. Did you see his performance?
No, I seen part of it, not all of it.
Right. So they had Samuel Jackson up there acting like he's Uncle Sam, which was weird to me too, because Uncle Sam is a white man.
Oh.
Well, I have a black man up there, right? This is a pro-black man, Kendrick Lamar. He's saying he pro-black, but then got up on the Super Bowl stage to tear down another black man. And I'm not saying like, listen, I like the battle. I like battles. We are people that go to war. Right, so there's nothing wrong with the battle, but then it comes to a point like, yo, what are you really doing? Right, you're in a crowd full of Caucasians talking about, hey Drake, good night. This is why I got love for. This is why this is why ISUPK is the best place on earth for you, right? Tariq Nasheed and Captain Tazariak have ideal differences in ideology, right? Tariq Nasheed is, I believe that man's a panderer, but he is Africa like Umar, right? And now he's not on Africa no more, because when he was doing his Hidden Color series, he's on Africa. Now he's foundational Black American, right? But him and Captain Tazariak are on the No Jumper podcast. Yeah. You would think, based on their ideologies, they're going to get up there and battle. Captain Tazariak said, listen, we're not going to battle two black men on this white man's platform. Right. We're just going to go up here and have a conversation. That is the difference between ISUPK and everything else in the world. Right? In that moment, Kendrick really should have, if it was about Black Revolutionary, whatever he thinks he's on, that's what he should have made it about. He tried to make it like a puzzle. You have to watch that halftime show 10 times just to figure out what the hell is going on. Right. When the ISUPK is direct. We don't make it a puzzle to put a black man in the house. Commander General Yohana just gets up and says, it's not about a white man in the White House. It's about putting a black man in every black house. I'm loosely paraphrasing what he said. There's no puzzle to that. Okay. Right? You see AHDAYAR. Listen, AHDAYAR, I got to give AHDAYAR a hand, right? Let me give AHDAYAR a hand right now. This is my big brother. We go to Montreal. We go, what's your neighborhood? A blood neighborhood?
Come, blood neighborhood, Montreal North.
Yeah, he said we in the north. We're going outside with our garments. Like you see AHDAYAR walking around in the north, you gonna know that nigga an Israelite. There's no guessing it. Is he an Israelite? What is he? I don't know. Yeah, AHDAYAR is not going to switch up on his group and go start his own group, like a Genesis, like a group of people who put fringes on their shirts, right? They're not gonna. That's one thing you'll know about AHDAYAR. As long as I know AHDAYAR, he's been here rocking. You see him every day is UPK to a point. I don't think AHDAYAR owns any other clothes but UPK clothes. I've never seen it.
Yeah. That day's coming, man. That day's coming, man. If I gotta wear a suit and tie, you know what I'm saying? It has to have a UPK on it, man.
Yeah, he gonna put a shield on that suit and tie, right? This nigga don't even have a white t-shirt. If it does, it has a school logo on it. Right? You're not gonna second guess if AHDAYAR is an Israelite. Kendrick said he's an Israelite, and I haven't even seen him say anything about that ever since. Right? To a point where now I got a video to play. And I pray we don't get flagged for this, but we're going to take a chance. Right? This is Captain Tazariak speaking on the Kendrick Lamar situation, because he wore a chain, right, that said it has an A on it. Now, people are saying the chain is, hold up, let me just see if I can find it real quick. People are saying the chain is not for A minor, but is for his PG lane. I'm going to say yes and no. I'm going to say he can say it's about PG lane, but it doesn't make sense. If the label is called PG lane, why not have a PG front and center as the chain logo? Hold up. You got to see what he did. Yeah, so I'm going to show you this chain right here so you can see it. And people are trying to say this is not about. Good night. I'm freezing. Nope. Okay. So the people are saying this is not about. It's not about Drake. It's about his logo. He's left TDE, started a new label, or has his own label now. It's called PG Lane. Right? Damn, why is that so? Oh, now that is a horrible picture. Hold up. See if I can find a better one. Right? I'm going to try to find a better chain. Bear with me 1 second, AHDAYAR.
Good. No sweat. No sweat.
Hold up. We're about to find it right now. Good night. This internet kind of slow. But yeah, so they're saying his chain is about I want this one. Yeah, this is the image I want right here. Open a new tab. Bear with me. All right, so they're saying this chain is about his label and not Drake. But I just find it hard to believe that it's not about Drake. Because the label is called PG Lane. If you're looking on this picture right here, it says PGLANGA Lane, right? So PG Lane. If I was gonna make a PG Lane, I'd have put PG, right? Or PGL. Why would you put an A when the A is like the middle of the A is the middle of the word? Now, if you look, I got to see what it looks like on. Hold up 1 second. Yeah, if you're watching, or you could just Google this, right? This is good enough for now. Hold up. Let me. Dang. All right, AHDAYAR, can you see this chain?
Yeah, come, I see it.
Right. So the red on the actual chain, right, on the links, that says PG Lane. Right. So it already says PG Lane. Why is the pendant an A? And
right.
Everyone's trying to say it's for PG Lane. I'm saying it is for A minor because that is the biggest part of that song.
Right.
And the reason he is at the Super Bowl. Now, people can cap if they want to say PG Lane, but I don't understand it, right? And now I got another image to show you. Hold up. And then I'm going to play this video. Because this brother, he's Israelite in, I think he was even clout chasing then. Or he doesn't believe that anymore. Hold up. Let me stop sharing this.
So like, yeah, he's Israelite, like those black sisters are hoes. You know what I'm saying? In secret. So,
right. That's, yeah. Yeah, I think he's Israelite. He Israelite like brothers who put fringes on shirts and leave from groups to groups. Right? He is fake Israel.
Because I believe last year
they fringe on a shirt, say brotherhood, and then leave that group and go start another group.
I believe last year, you know what I'm saying, I was watching a video. Last year I was watching a video, I believe, and there's a guy from these fake Israelite group that said like it might be related to him or something.
That could definitely make sense. Okay, I'm trying to find it. I'm definitely trying to find it, right? But I did find the image. Now it might not be the same just because texts are different. But I did see an A minor, not symbol, but letter. Let's see if we can find the letter.
And so, like, while you're doing this, Priest, to everybody that's watching, you know what I'm saying, every so-called
Okay, I can't find it.
native Indian, you know what I'm saying, don't forget April 12th, you know what I'm saying, of this year, the Passover in Georgia, Atlanta, man, and ATL, Georgia, man. Come on through, you understand? You're going to have fun. And don't forget the Black Party also, that's going to be the, you know what I'm saying, the Friday before the Passover. Come to the Black Party, come have fun, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Georgia, ATL, you understand? And we're going to have, you understand, super guests, you know what I'm saying, like Pastor Troy gonna be there in the house, and China Monet gonna be in the house. All right, so like
We. Yeah, no sweat. That's gonna be a party for the ages.
Yeah, yo, I mean, Pastor Troy, my guy, man, you understand?
Definitely.
Good,
Right? I can imagine. Pastor Troy, he had some joints for sure.
good.
He definitely had a few of them. All right, I can't find it. So I'm not gonna look for it anymore. But look, there are some images on the internet where if you type in A minor, this is the exact A that comes up. But I also understand that it's just a font at the same time, right? But again, if this is for PG lane, why an A? Why not a PG? Like the PG lane is so small, but the A is there. And here's the other part. When they were singing that song at the Super Bowl, nobody was into it until the hook came and that A minor part.
God.
So did he really do it for PG lane, or is it A minor? I'm not sure. People are saying PG lane. The chain does say PG lane, but I just don't understand why the A is front and center.
God.
Right? And Kendrick, he could have put on his shield. This is what Captain Tazariak said. So I gotta play it, right? Because Captain Tazariak said it, and then a few days later, Joe Budden asked a question, right? And if Joe Budden seen AHDAYAR, he would never ask this question. Right. Joe Budden would just. So 1 second, hold up. Let me get us right. Right? Because we are not Israelites in secret.
God.
Like you see us, us, we be walking around with them shields and everything. Slovakia. Like you see us and you're like, yeah, that is a Israelite for sure. All right, so I'm gonna play it. Let me know if it's playing.
I'll make this within a minute.
Yeah, come, we go here.
Like I said, the reason because you got a lot of good old boys, you know, and racism comes, you know, to light very quick and fast. You know, Kendrick Lamar, I don't think he hid that the fact that he's an Israelite. You know, he tries to dress the part, you know what I'm saying, with the crown on his head and how he dressed sometimes. But, you know, so I think he do, you know, take heed to what, you know, y'all saying. Like I said,
you know what's crazy? If I could, I'm gonna tell y'all what's crazy, and I'm gonna make a clip out of this. This one don't make no sense. According to media, so he had a chain with an A on it, right?
Yes, sir.
Now you say how he promoting he's an Israelite, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he puts the A chain on. Why not wear the shield or menorah?
Yeah, I agree.
So if now I don't know.
And that's really what it comes down to, right? Like, why not wear the shield or menorah if you're an Israelite?
Matter
of fact, that makes no sense, right? Are you really saying? And this is why. Con, you got it.
So like a priest, I didn't want to cut you off, but that would be the exact, you know, saying the proper place for, you understand, for as an artist in this level, man. The proper place for everybody to know that, you know, black people are the Jews. That would be, you know, something where people, the entire world will start, you know, asking questions. Are they the real Jews? Like, is this claim founded? Like, let's do our research. Let's ask. Let's open the books. That would have been something special, you know, that he did. But again, like you saying, you know, like Captain said, he didn't represent, you know, he is an Israelite, you know, at all. So like it.
Yeah, he didn't represent that he was an Israelite at all. Because again, these men are clout chasing. They don't really care. You can't be an Israelite and co-sign the death, an unaliving of Israelite babies. You're not an Israelite. You are spiritually a Caucasian man. Right. So I'm going to keep playing this.
I don't know if this is true or not. Somebody could tell me if this is true or not. But if he put the A for A minor, I hope that A is for like a child, a business, a friend, his wife, or something.
All right, I'm gonna play it from here.
Okay,
so
thank
you get the rest of it.
I did not believe.
Me neither.
That set list, like Mark said, the Super Bowl is for big stars and big hits.
Mm-hmm.
I too have been programmed. But for that nigga to get out there with that extra hip hop shit and not care what nobody thought about nothing, I still don't know if homie that was raising the fucking the flag.
Was part of it.
I don't know if that was part of it or if it wasn't part of it, which leads to my only question when I finished the Super Bowl. I said, man, is this nigga Israelite or not?
Lamar, like I said, the reason why.
Good night. I need to pull that right there.
Fucking the flag.
Was part of it.
I don't know if that was part of it. Super Bowl. I said, man, is this nigga Israelite or not?
Yeah, so there we have it, right? There we have it. Is he, y'all heard it? Is he an Israelite or not? Right? Again, when you see the UPK, you know we're Israelites. Joe Budden even says, like, in that last clip, I'm not gonna play the last part of it, but he says, you know what? I'm just gonna play it so you can hear it because it's funny as hell.
Lamar is an Israelite.
Well, he kind of said that on Damn.
Cool.
He's not, but he's influenced.
Israelite.
Oh yeah, you hear that? Mark Lamar said, nah, he's not.
Okay.
He's not, because he doesn't give it up like an Israelite. He doesn't have the persona of an Israelite. When you see us, you know, like, yeah, those are crazy ass niggas yelling on the corner. Don't approach them or try to touch them because they will mess you up.
Right.
Kendrick Lamar doesn't give that vibe off to brothers and sisters in the world. Right? I'm going to play this last part for y'all.
Listen, I'm as pro-black as they come. I'm with the blackity black shit. And then you bump into some people like an Israelite and talk to them and see that there's a separation in your black and they're black. Like, you be down with that shit. They be saying
oh, yeah. There's a separation.
Oh, you're not real black.
Yeah, you're not real black, right? I did it like that, so because, like, you know, Joe Budden, they like to flag people's channels and shit if you play their clips. I just played the audio for y'all. But there's a difference between they're black. He say he blackity black, but he not black like us. So AHDAYAR, they're not like us.
Right.
I've been waiting to use that one. They not like us. And what that boy Drake say? He said, and we not like them.
God.
Right? We don't put fringes on shirts and leave to start a whole other organization. That's not what we do. Like, you'll never see us do that. Right? But hey, AHDAYAR, man, this has been an excellent episode. We're about to wrap it up. If you are watching, right, you can find us on all platforms, ISUPK Toronto and ISUPK Montreal. On the Toronto Twitter page or X page, we got a show that we do. We're going to start it. It's been going on. We're 20 episodes in, but we're going to switch up the schedule. We're going to let you know the schedule when we announce it. But it's called Intrusive Thoughts, hosted by Officer Aban and myself, right? Yeah, we just be talking about everything, and there's no whole bars on it. We be going in on these situations, right? So again, this is an episode of The Rise. We'll be back next week. AHDAYAR, you got anything you want to close out with?
Hey, don't forget, you understand, your Passover, pay your Passover fees, you understand, and just like Officer ZABADYAH done said, you understand, follow us, you understand, in every social media platform that we have, ISUPK Toronto, ISUPK Montreal, you understand, comment, like, and share, man, you understand, and you already know, man, this is the home of the truth, man, just like you see in the back of me, La Maison de la Vérité, you understand, the home of the truth, man. You ain't gonna have this truth nowhere else, you know what I'm saying, but inside of the IHBK, man.
Hey, damn right. Again, shalom. Thawada for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back again next week, Saturday.
Damn right.